All right, let's get to a hoop. We got to be better at knocking down open shots. All right, fellas, good practice. I need that same intensity out here consistently. The coaching staff will be around if you need anything.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. And it is Raptor basketball tonight as the Toronto Raptors go up against the New York Knicks. For New York, more than solid play for them of late. 7 wins in their last 10 outings, making their mark and playing well. Fellas, it seems like so much goes into being successful at the professional level. I want to ask a more general question. What was the key to your success as a player and as a champion?
You know what? Most people would say you would start at the top, but I'll start where it began. Wilmot Benjamin, Tom Donahue, coaches who've helped me at my AAU early stages out, then going to the late, great Jack Curran in high school. Those were the ones. And honestly, there's no bigger than family. My brother Vince and my dad were the ones who really got me there.
Well, you got to have great teammates.
The Raptors look to take charge at the Air Canada Centre here in downtown Toronto. And the Knicks looking for a positive start here on their road trip. And so off the tip, it's New York. Was checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Bogut comes in for Patrick Patterson. And it's Joseph in for Kyle Lowry. And then for New York, Larry Sanders is checked in for Lopez. Ariza comes in for Porzingis. And Fresh subbed in for Aaron Aflalo. And New York, looking at who they got. Callaway in at point guard. Trevor Ariza out there with Anthony. Then it's Sanders. And it's Roten in at the 2. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Knicks.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots. A key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
And Toronto making a change here. Powell's checked in, and a switch here also for New York. Williams, he's checked in for Tony Roten. And that one's good. Fresh.
Match up.
Now, here's Joseph. Looking for his first basket still in this one. It's DeRozan top of the key. A 3-ball. And the shot is good.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Stolen by Joseph. Now the Raptors moving it up. And DeRozan with the basket on the assist from Joseph. DeRozan's got 5 now.
It's like everybody is in a rhythm right now. Incredible stuff here early on.
Both teams playing downhill. You know, coaches say that all the time. You want to play downhill. Well, at some point you think somebody's got to cool off in this one, right?
Here's Joseph following the basket by Freak. And Joseph kicks to DeRozan. And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
From the arc. And it's Biyombo with the rebound. Raptors leading by 3. Left side, DeRozan. Rejected by Callaway. And now the Knicks on the break. Anthony leading the charge. Good on the shot. 6 points for Freak.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
So for New York, their last game, a win against the Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah, ran away with that game, mainly in part because of their offense.
Yeah, the ball movement and player movement, so crisp and sharp, and it led to a lot of high-quality shots for him.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Joseph with the ball. He's picked up by Ariza. Joseph, the pass to Powell. DeRozan against Anthony. 5 on the clock. Rosen dishes to Joseph. From deep. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Substitution for the Knicks. Aaron Aflalo.
And so, both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. And DeMar DeRozan, a star for this Toronto Raptors team, he said he wants to bring them back. Let's face it, it's never easy for Toronto to get the attention. Look here. Biyombo is checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Bogut comes in for Patrick Patterson. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for DeMarre Carroll. And it's Joseph in for Powell. And a new group in for the Knicks. Sanders checked in for Lopez. Williams comes in for Kyle O'Quinn. Carmelo Anthony is checked in for Trevor Ariza. And Fresh subbed in for Aaron Aflalo. Lowry out there with Corey Joseph. Then it's DeRozan. Then it's Bogut. And it's Biyombo at the 5 down low. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. And a chance here to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Hawks provided a nice lift. He had 9 points and added 3 rebounds as well. Overall, just an incredible bonus for his team as he made a big impact coming off the bench.
All right, Doris. Well, what do you guys think? Does that kind of big performance energize a player in his next game?
Guys, it's tricky, because when you work as hard as he did in that game, you tend to be a little worn down. But on the other hand, he also has to be feeling terrific in terms of the confidence about the state of his game.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, I'd say mentally he's in peak condition, while physically he could probably use a recharge.
And Lowry gets it to go.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Anthony up on top. DeRozan defending. Fresh can't get it to go. Raptors trail by 3. Lowry drives in. And it's DeRozan at the elbow. Nice D from Williams.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
Tries again. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And now we get a chance to check out Carmelo Anthony. A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. 9th in scoring. And he's among the top 20 free throw shooters in the league. Doesn't waste many opportunities at the line.
And you made note of it. I mean, his points per game average is unreal right now. Scoring whenever they need him to. Really an extraordinary game for Fresh. He has 12 points, and he's come away with 2 steals as well. He's blown up some plays out there.
And it also shows you the importance of intelligence as a defender, because he has been a nightmare on the ball.
2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. And that one's good. Roten's got 6 in the quarter.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch in how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim. It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costing him.
And the shot is good.
That's leadership. Really, really valuable to have someone who can just take charge like he has.
Well, there's a certain amount of confidence you have when the ball is in his hands at that end of the floor right now. I mean, he just gives you a sense of calm and confidence because of how good he is.
Anthony. No good. And so we conclude the first half. Knicks lead by 9. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, Coach Casey, obviously you'll be starting the